recording.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of More Infinite Panels. Next month we'll finally hit our year anniversary. We're working with Julz and having a great partner for our podcast, and as well as, it's going to almost be a full year of you guys listening to us. So I definitely appreciate that.
Full year of listening to our nonsense, and it's our anniversary, and Matt didn't get me anything.
Dude, I don't have time to tell you this. I'm hetero now. In my last issue, I was super gay. I could do that, but now they changed the whole continuity. I'm straight.
Gotta blame the writer for this. Dang it! He sent death threats after this.
So yeah,
But
there's a lot of crazy news that happened this week. Just going down from the leaked press review of the Teen Titans TV show, from the amazing debacle of Stan Lee's life crisis, Steven Spielberg becoming, I guess, the biggest hypocrite of all time, and
the
Rick Remender.
amazing Allison Mack sex cult.
Oh God, is that too? And one of my favorite comics, one of my favorite Image comics, is finally hitting the TV screen. And then to round things off for our news roundup, Warren Simons, the editor-in-chief of Valiant, has stepped down. He's leaving. And then we're up to the Fox deal. So there's a lot of news to wrap up. And let's start with Stan Lee's living issues.
Yeah, okay, so I'm very sure many of you are aware of the allegations going around. So, or more like rumors more than allegations. Apparently, everybody has heard rumors about Stan being abused by his daughter, abused by his caretaker, and that, they're just taking advantage of him, like his daughter constantly getting money from him, and his caretaker being mean to him. So, again, how did that get out again? It was an attorney that had him sign something?
Yeah, I think his attorney had a legal document, and due to a disagreement between him and his attorney, from what Stan stated in an interview, I would say an AMA, a direct video, was that it's not true, that he's not abused by abuse, that his daughter isn't ripping him off or anything. She's just trying to clean the air, as he would say. But it just feels it adds more fan to the fire to defend himself, because it's just hard to. I mean, if regardless if you are a Stan Lee hater who believes that he had his coming for all the terrible things in people comics, or if you pity an old man just getting treated like this, it's just a very confusing story, because here for 2 weeks up till Stan Lee made that video announcement, we all believed he was just getting abused, and his family, his real relatives and people were robbing him blind. That people were picking him apart like vultures. Remember that story?
Yeah, and guys, like he's a 90. How old is he? 93.
92, 93. He's getting there. He is getting there.
So, I don't know why anyone would want to even do that. Why would anyone want to even spread rumors like that? And even from a legal, from an attorney, what would an attorney have to gain from, having him sign a document and publishing it like that?
I think what the attorney may want leverage or business with him. I mean, after all, Stan will be worth a lot more posthumous, and if I'm the lawyer that has access to his posthumous rights, ex-lawyer, will be super duper rich. It is a terrible way of thinking, but that's one way I'm looking at it. And Stan said, "No, I won't do business with you," and everyone's like, "Well," and then that could be a possibility. There could be a possibility that the vulture rumor could be true, that at his old age he's being picked apart by people who was once friends and family, and now looking at him as slap on a meat, because I want this money. This guy's anytime soon getting to sign these deals for me, which is a very, very, very negative way to look at it. But I don't think it's happening either.
Kind of a dickish way to do that too. He's a sickly old man who just wants to make the world smile, and now that he's literally on his last legs right now, I love Stan, but he does not look like he has a few years. He only has a few years left,
Yeah, yeah.
and just to take advantage of him like that, like,
Kick him when he's down. That's the old saying. That's the way I'm looking at it. Like, okay, when he's down, I'm like, you guys are monsters.
I mean, I'm not naive enough to think that he would never develop enemies over the years. Like, of course, he would develop enemies over the years, or there would be people glomping for his money or something, or for publicity.
Oh
But
he's had enemies for years. I mean, some were self-created, some were his own. I mean, look up his relationship. Look up his relationship with Steve Ditko. It's well documented how much those guys are not friends anymore. You can look up about his arguments he had with Wally Wood, the guy who redesigned Daredevil costume. So it's like, yes, Stan has made a fair share of enemies, and that's on him. That's everything. But it's not those guys coming after him. Again, from what I'm looking at, it's people internally that he knows. So it's a very weird situation.
and I normally like public pre-recorded statements like don't help matters, but it this is one of those rare instances where it worked out in Stan's favor, to make a public statement like that, because what does he have to gain from lying?
Yeah, at this
Yeah.
point, At this point, it's like, oh man, he's a total liar. It's like, okay, I guess, but he doesn't have nothing to live for.
And it's kind of it's still a very sad and confusing time. So I think I'm just gonna play the clip of Stanley, explaining it. I think he would be the better one to explain this and to believe. But whomever released that document, like, shame on you, like,
Yeah,
taking
the
advantage of
messed
this
up part
poor
is
man.
like it also if the document was false, it's from a legal standpoint, wouldn't Stanley have a plausible case to sue the guy? That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm like, I would sue the crap off that guy.
In a way, it would be defamatory. It would be
Yeah,
defamation.
it's fraud. It's libel. Yeah,
Even if he signed it, hmm, given his age, he might be able to plead that, he's just a very fragile old man and he can't really take into account what the document said.
right.
And it'd be very easy to manipulate him. And in a way, this is defamation.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm just gonna play the clip.
And action. Hi, this is Stan Lee. I just want to set the record straight about a document that I heard is floating around, which is totally incorrect, inaccurate, misleading, insulting, and I don't know how many more words I can say about it. Apparently, it was written by Tom Lawless, an attorney that I had hired for just a few days, and then I dismissed him. He got together with someone else, and they're publishing this document, which supposedly I signed, which claims that my daughter and her friend are doing horrible things to me, and I guess to the rest of the world. Well, I just want to mention my relationship with my daughter has never been better. And my friend Kia Morgan also and I have a great relationship. And anybody who is saying anything negative about us or about them suing me or me suing them is just spreading lies. And unfortunately, we seem to live in this sort of environment where anybody can say a lie about anybody and it immediately gets published and it gets transmitted and millions of people read it, see it, and believe it. So I want to say, as definitely as I can, my relationship with my lovely daughter, JC, is wonderful. My relationship with my good friend, Kia Morgan, is great. We're best friends. In fact, he's taping this for me now. There is nothing bad I can say about my daughter or about Kia. I just cannot understand what would make seemingly normal people like this attorney that I mentioned, go out on a limb with lies the way he has done and force me, excuse me, and force me to make a speech like this, for which there should be no need. Everything in my life is going the way I want it to. My friends are my friends, my daughter is my daughter, and I'm beginning to learn who my enemies are. And that's really all I can say now. And I'm not a lawyer, I don't know what I should be saying, but everything I've said up to this moment is God's truth.
And remember the macular degeneration, Stan.
Oh, the hell with that.
Hope you enjoyed the clip, guys.
Yeah.
I hope Stanley does get. I hope his situation and his health improves over time. But just lesson learned. Don't pick on a sickly old man. Like, you know, he's had enough. It's like if like even if, let's say, Frank Miller was sickly and old and unable to move as much, like, even I wouldn't beat him when he's down. I mean, I'd beat up his work. I wouldn't beat him up.
Yeah, even though he was there.
But yeah, so shall we move on from one little scandal to the next one? The second most heated thing. This hurts so much because I still love the Teen Titans. I mean, I still read the Teen Titans.
True. Teen Titans is a whole place a warm place in my heart. It's one of my favorite comics. Pretty much my famous comics. I read the Mark Wolfman's run, and I read Jeff Johns' run was pretty good. And that's about it.
Dan Abbott's pretty good.
It's just memorable characters and whatnot. And so recently, it was a leaked press video of showing the Titans walking on set or something. They look like closely to be filmed. And we get to see the Titans in
civilian outfits, I guess?
Yeah, a couple of outfits, maybe prototypes, something. Prototype outfits and whatnot. And to be simply fair, those costumes do not look good.
I mean, I get the intent. Like, okay, Raven, okay, blue hair, blue and black hair, blue and black clothes, okay, you got it. She looks a little bit like a stoner.
Yeah. Beast Boy.
I get the shirt. The shirt is a reference to his red and white outfit. Remember,
his classic Changeman costume.
Yep. And the green hair is good. And, okay, choosing an Asian kid. Actually, no, this is actually pretty okay. And he does look goofy enough. But then there's Starfire.
That's where things kind of went downhill.
Why does her hair look pink?
Yeah, it looks like pink, and it doesn't look good. It looks like she's wearing a corset with a feather, like a random fur jacket.
Well, maybe that could have been just what the jacket could have been what the actress was just wearing on set, because sometimes on set they do record outside and it gets cold.
That's true. But like I said, this was a
itself,
leaked photo, and the internet just went crazy.
Berserk.
Berserk,
how do we tackle this? Where do we start? I mean, obviously, this is just a pre-production photo. Like, there could have been something missing. Maybe it's not done yet. So a lot of the internet really exploded on these photos a bit too early.
Yeah, and a lot of the hate was directed toward the actress who played Starfire, and she had to go on the internet and then explain the situation, and some people still don't believe her, and I find it made me very upset.
It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating, really.
Yeah, and it showed like a lot of some worse commentators show the ugliness of racism and whatnot. It made me mad because it's like I see the flaws of this at the same time. She explained that it was a take out of context and this is a pre-production shoot. And there was many other people coming to this production, but they refused to believe her, and the other people agreed because they just wanted to blast her. And I'm like, I think that giving anyone a setting or place just to be an asshole, even though it's not true, is the new norm now. It's like, even though Warner Brothers said it was a pre-production set, the director said it, the other actor said it, she said it. No, that's the final bit. It has to be. She's ugly. Why did the black person be Black Panther? I'm like, Black LGBT Starfire. I'm like, chill, bros. You didn't need this to be an asshole. You already were an asshole.
I'm kind of reminded of what recently happened in Equestria Daily. Like, okay, over at the Brony community, the new series, the new MLP series is announced to come out, and it was announced that one of the voice actors was being replaced in the main cast, and the new voice actress is going to be a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
On Equestria Daily, there was like a torrent of like how many users who were commenting on the fact that, oh, they're replacing one of the main cast for a black person, forced diversity. Nope. And it just devolved into the worst.
Yeah, this is debauchery stuff. Yeah, and it's really offensive. It is really offensive because it's like, you didn't need this to be, like I said, an asshole. You were an asshole, and it makes me mad because my argument for the Teen Titans is like, I'm not really a fan of the design or how the characters, some of them look, how in that set. And this point, it could have been pre-production, CGI. Maybe it was enough makeup. The makeup teams do the work, but it's like, I didn't like the design of Starfire's purple corset.
It looks like the fusion between a troll doll and trying to think of it. It's like it reminds me of something. Pink squiggly hair. It's something.
Yeah.
But my mind immediately went to troll doll. Like you see what I'm doing? I'm critiquing her outfit. It's just.
Yeah, I didn't like the outfit. I didn't like the design. It was definitely not something I was expecting.
I mean, maybe they'll touch it up in post-production or something, but then again, putting CGI onto superhero characters, onto DC characters, that's never worked out well.
Yeah. That was another thing we had to. And then the fact they attacked her, she's a accomplished actor, and when I read her response to it, it made more sense. Like, oh, this was production. This was taking context, et cetera. I was like, oh, yeah, this makes sense. And then watching people say that it's not true, she's lying to that, like, what the holy crap? Because Warner Brothers came out and said
this down the line, guys, and also maybe there's just stuff that we're not seeing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we're just so used to seeing, pre-production photos that look finished, like with the Shazam photos. Like that costume looks very much finished.
Oh yeah.
But or even like let's say the Thor Ragnarok, when those pre-production photos came out, or whenever, basically, even when, I guess we're just so used to it that we take pre-production photos in the same vein as a trailer, which really is not what you should be doing.
Yeah.
And I am still willing to give this series a shot. It's just my faith in DC right now, as with a lot of people, has waned. I mean, The Flash was good, but I kind of got bored after a while. And the only thing DC-ish related right now that's actually fun is Lucifer, and that's kind of a weird thing to say.
Well, that's because that's a Vertigo series, but we can get to that later.
But, guys, like her being black, it has no impact on the series. Like, tell that to the millions of black cosplayers, mind you.
Yeah.
2, the designs are bland. Yes,
I'm not denying
very
that. Yeah.
Bland. Like, where is the green skin on BB? Where is Starfire's orange skin? If you're gonna do something this bizarre, DC, just embrace it. Well, no, what if we have a cyborg? Then we could do stories with that. But again, this is pre-production, so maybe things will change down the line.
Right, exactly. And
but,
the thing is, yeah, exactly. And the thing is, again, pre-production is like, and I'm just, the more thing I'm just, like I said, I'm just deeply disgusted how people here just went against this. And she was like, she said what happened. Her company said, it's like, dude, you cannot shoot You really, really cannot shoot the messenger if the messenger's boss is saying the same message.
And like this isn't gonna be like when Henry Cavill or no, Ben Affleck went online and started berating critics or something. That was
Oh,
after the movie. That
that
was
was awful. I could not believe he actually did that.
that was after the movie, and now his face has become a meme.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, he at the very least is in pre-production. She is in that
Yeah.
safe zone to say that.
Yeah.
Now, if this was post-production, then she'd be in the hot water zone.
Yeah. Then no. DC need a hot water zone. Everybody like, what are you doing?
But yeah, it's very offensive. It's very disgusting. Like some of the criticisms I get, the design is bland, but a lot of it is very overblown.
Yeah.
Like, just don't berate the actress. She hasn't done anything wrong.
Nope.
If anything, blame that wig.
Blame makeup design, 100%.
Blame makeup design. Just just have them do better in that regard. But anything beyond that, just don't shoot the messenger.
Exactly.
Speaking of Titans.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much we can say on this matter. I mean, just some of these guys are either, whiny comic fans. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for that, but it's true. The other is just a lot of veiled racist people, and sometimes they're both.
Sometimes they're both.
They are.
I love how you casually say that. Sometimes they're both. But it makes me, like I said, it makes me mad because it's like, to be you guys keep thinking DC has a great track record in television series. Black Lightning is amazing. The Flash is really good. I love Supergirl. Legion's great. They have a great track history for television shows. I have faith that Teen Titans and Titans will be good. And even though this could be blinded because I love Mark Wolfman and Jeff Johns, and I have a deep thing for Beastie X Raven, but come on. You guys also forgot about that. Like, has DC's track TV shows have ever any of them flopped? I mean, the only show I hate is the Arrow, but has any of them really flopped?
I mean, at least it's not as bleak looking. Then again, This is pre-production. I mean, at least they're trying to be I appreciate the effort.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, that wig needs to go.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I thought she was a redhead.
Lols. And speaking of things that need to go, Allison Mack's sex cult, man, she needs to go to jail now.
Everybody sent me this. It's like everybody sent me the Stan Lee story. Everybody sent me the Teen Titans series photo story, and then I got this one and like, okay, give me something that isn't depressing, guys. And then I got this.
Yeah.
Just immediately laughed because Smallville was a so-so series. It was very so-so. I
don't know. I thought it was pretty cool when I was watching as a teenager, but it was like my first. It was a precursor of comics going on the TV screen.
I mean, I kind of cut out after Clark moved to Metropolis, and kind of defeats the purpose of Smallville.
Lols, yeah, that's true.
But for those who don't know, Allison Mack is the one who played Chloe Sullivan on Smallville, and apparently she, for the past several years, has been, I can't say this with a straight face, she's been conducting an alleged sex cult with the purposes of dispelling some toxic messages that have been implanted in common women for the past few years. Like, this is supposed to be some sort of empowering thing. Like, okay, I see the intention, except this led to a full-on sex trafficking. There are healthier ways to express yourself sexually, right?
Yeah, I mean, don't we like yoga and There's been a crap ton of sex positive things been happening around lately. Much more led female television show talking about sex. I mean, come on.
I mean, there are people that you can literally pay just to do erotic yoga with you, and it's very healthy, and, there are even camps to do this where you explore sexuality in a very healthy and controlled environment. You don't need to resort to sex trafficking. Oh, I'm sorry, alleged sex trafficking.
Alleged. Of course,
I have
it's
to say
alleged.
And, just have to cover our asses here.
Just in case somehow she beats the case, which I'll be, crying miracle.
But the fact that she's been doing this for years.
Exactly. And the worst part, though, it deeply explains why we haven't seen her in the acting world lately.
Huh.
Can't act, trafficking.
It's just...
Allegedly,
Chloe
I'm sorry.
Sullivan. It's like, to be fair, Chloe was my favorite character on Smallville. And then just seeing this, it's like... This is why you try to separate the actor from the character, guys. This is why you try very hard. Oh, well. Well, Chloe.
See you next... Like I said, if you beat the case, we totally will apologize.
But... Man... It's like, first it was the sexual harassment lawsuits cropping up here and there. Now there's this.
I would be laughing my ass off if we found out Charlie Sheen is connected to a sex cult. I'd be like, freaking called it.
It's just... Oh. It's just... I should be grossed out, but I'm just have this stupid grin on my face.
It's like, this is so stupid, I can't... Yeah, it's like that.
And we've seen a lot of stupid things happen in the comic industry, or even in the TV industry, but nothing so recently that it's just this stupid.
Yeah.
It's amazing. In the sea of all the scandals with the Titans and Stan Lee, this is what made me laugh.
Yeah. Like, this was the camel that broke the road. Like, well, for me, that broke the camel so bad is that Steven Spielberg has announced he's working with Warner Brothers to make a Blackhawks movie. And
okay, first off, Blackhawks, I didn't even think anyone remembered them anymore.
Believe it or not, I was afraid myself because they tried redoing a short miniseries with them, and during New 52 it worked out. But then my favorite rendition of the Blackhawks is when I saw them pop up during Darwin Cook's New Frontier, and again. Thank you, Darwin Cook, for giving us great, giving your life. You passed away and giving us great comics like that.
But you had a particular beef with this story, right? Like, Steven Spielberg once said that he didn't want to do superhero stuff, right?
Oh, my beef with that, he's a POS hypocrite. I mean, he's the one saying that comic book movies are just fads. They're not really good. Then he does a movie about gamer references with, Ready Player One, whatever. I don't know how that movie did. And now he's doing Blackhawks, only for the reason because Blackhawks is a World War II movie, is a World War II character movie. So he gets his jollies to whack off to World War II movies and that, it's not a comic book movie, it's a World War II movie. No, it needs a comic book movie. It's war comics. They existed, you piece of crap.
And it's like Steven, Mr. Spielberg, do you know how much nerd culture you've pretty much done? I mean, it's like we're talking Jurassic Park, E.T., Jaws, Ready Player One, weirdly enough.
Really, yeah.
What else? AI, War of the Worlds. It's like, are you really gonna act all high and mighty? About let's not forget Indiana Jones.
Oh God, that's really a classic.
Are you really gonna act all high and mighty about how comic books are not good enough for you?
Because apparently it's just pop culture. They're not real movies. Like, you cheeky bum. And then here you are.
As the person who wait, no, he wasn't part of Jurassic World. No, he wasn't.
No, I think he just produced it.
But still, though, it's like, Steven, Get off your high horse already.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
like
but the
me
difference is
saying
this is
like
about World War II. Like, no, it's World War comic, dude. You are really pulling your hypocrites in this round, right?
it's like, oh, I'm an otaku, but I don't acknowledge Korean anime as actual anime.
Oh god, yeah, I'm otaku. There's no screw dubs. I mean, yeah, screw dubs. Like, dude, seriously, dubs are great. Ghost stories are amazing.
And it's like you decide to choose this. It's like, okay, it's gonna be a double-edged sword for you. It's like, one, yeah, the Blackhawks will get some publicity, but you're gonna be, how do I say this? You're gonna be fighting an uphill battle. Like, sure, it'll get publicity because your name is attached to it. It's gonna be tough because not many people remember the Blackhawks. Inhumans had a chance because they've been slowly creeping into, into
It's a
among
more
commentators
mainstream.
for a while, slowly.
Though
But
I think it will forever be hard for news because when they try to take the fourth place of the X-Men, the last two comic cycles, it was really hard. It's like, where are my X-Men at?
with Blackhawks, they've barely been prevalent. I think the last, yeah, they haven't been mentioned all that much.
No.
There was one moment in like the Superman story, a Superman story where John and Clark were sent to this dinosaur world, and then we saw World War II planes and stuff. Like, oh, is this going to be a Blackhawks thing? Like, oh wait, no, never mind. But
Yeah.
that's how very minute.
And that's what
it's
he
like
wants. He wants that so people can say, but no, I won't be like, nah, dude. Comic book, it's been around. Even if you have the new ones, it's been around.
Black Panther was able to do well because he had some tangential influence or role to play in the Marvel universe and was enough of an icon, not a big one, but enough to actually make big. It's like he was there on the periphery, but not beyond the periphery.
Yeah.
This is gonna, oh dear. So, Steve, one, get that stick out of your ass, get off your high horse, and good
I mean,
luck.
what's next? He's going to do what? Army at War? Sergeant Fury and the Holland Commandos? Just because people, what's next? You so much love World War II. War comics are comics, dude. Seriously, and they're superheroes because come on, no dude can wield a machine gun and kill 50 soldiers at once just because he believes in America. That's not power.
It's just, yeah, good luck with that, Steve. Good luck with that. And it's like we're just gonna be enjoying all of our mainstream comic culture.
And speaking of mainstream comic culture, one of my favorite comics of all time, especially by two great creators, Wes Craig and Rick Remender, you know what I'm talking about, Deadly Class. The Russo brothers be working on it, and they have a pilot they're pitching to Sci-Fi Channel. I'm so hyped for this.
Wow, there's not that much I can add to it. As I have mentioned before in previous, yeah, Matt's gonna kill me over this.
Yeah, you're so dead. I mean, we've been talking about it for like months and months. Go, it's one of the best indie comics right now. Assassin Kids in the '80s, kicking ass. Go.
I'm sorry. It's just, I'm not that much as an image person, Matt. You know this.
Look, you just need to pick up the good ones, okay? Look, it'll make you feel better. If you do this, I will read the Pink Ranger solo series for you.
It's not that great.
Damn it, I tried. All right, guys, I tried.
Actually, I'm lying. I have not read that either.
Oh, jeez, I was willing to read that so you would buy it. Okay.
I read the first, and then it's like, okay, that's fine. Next.
Next. And speaking of things that didn't work out, Warren Simons, the editor-in-chief of Valiant, has recently stepped down. It was not out of he got fired or mutual animosity. He just felt his time there was used up, and he left. He was a great editor-in-chief. He was responsible for help relaunching the brand from its early days, from doing the redoing of the Archer Armstrong stories with Fred Van Lante and Matt Kent and other creators in Jeff Lemire to its new iteration where they're continuing new stories with the IPs and selling things. Warren Simons helped bring Faith into the main light, have her own comic. Arbor is good. He pretty much helped stabilize this product of the. It helped it, like, Valiant as a comic book store are very, very. They're like at the cross between superhero and slightly indie. But the universe makes sense and it's all well done. They have bolstered tons of talent such as Jody Hauser, and I mentioned before Matt Kent, Jeff Lemire's on a couple of their books. And they just had some pretty strong. They had some strong, and the fact that Warren Simonson's with the company would be, he'd be deeply missed. I mean, he's done great work on bringing the book along. No one really, I'm not saying no one had faith in it. It's like this, now they have a slice of the comic book industry, and I really, really am happy that Valiant exists, especially the work he did for them. So I definitely want to give a nice shout out to Warren Simonson and the remaining of the Valiant team for keeping the books, just keep the books going along. And as a fan who bought into it because I knew nothing about you, and I'm loving the majority of the titles I've purchased, I definitely think you guys have a future ahead of you, and I'm glad Warren Simonson was along with that.
Again, I have nothing here because indie. Like, the only thing I remember from Valiant is how to pronounce Rye and Harbinger.
Oh, Rye, yeah.
That's it. That's my collective knowledge.
You check the old Rye or new Rye?
Have not seen the new one. Have not checked out the new one.
It's pretty great. Matt Kent and Clayton Cray artwork's fantastic. Yep, Cafu. It's really good. I definitely recommend checking it out.
It's like, I think yeah, I can't really add anything to Valiant.
You definitely have to. Yeah, you definitely gotta. If anything, I promise to the viewers, I will expand your comic book reach. I know you read about 3 publishers. I'm gonna move it up to like 6.
Like, I know that they did the Legend of Zelda comics and the Nintendo stuff. That was great.
That was back in the day when Jim Shooter was around.
Yeah, that is my experience with Valiant. It's either Ray or Nintendo.
Oh boy, it's the '90s, man. You gotta come to the future. They moved up since then.
I'm sure they are. But yeah, let's see. Something that actually, did we cover everything?
I think we almost did. I mean, we don't have any recommendations this month because it was a big news thing. I think we did recommendations.
Oh wait, there's one more thing.
Okay, one more thing.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, we already mentioned Titan stuff. The Teen Titans with Nightwing as their leader. Yes.
Oh, the Titans. Oh yeah, Dan Abbott will still be writing that. That series is still ongoing, though.
Nightwing, yes, but where's Starfire? Dang it, I'm not gonna get my Nightwing X Core. I'm not gonna get my Nightwing X Starfire thing back.
Dude, just read the Teen Titans by Mark Wolfman. It's there.
Yeah, it's great, but that's why I want Star and I want Star and Nightwing to dang it.
Nightstar.
Yes. It's like Dick Corey. Oh wait, no, that came out wrong.
Yeah, that's why I say Nightstar, man. You're
Nightstar, because I wasn't one of those. I wasn't all that for Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon. I wasn't really into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Corey, she's still doing okay. You know, I liked her solo series. I really did.
Oh, Starfire Soul series? Yeah, that was really great by Jimmy and Amanda.
I loved that infinitely more than Red Hood and the Outlaws. This Starfire is likable.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
My only beef is that they ended the series short, and one of the artists for that series, I think it was Elsa. She's on. I forgot her name. I'm really terrible at names. Give me a solid. She's an Unstoppable Wasp. Oh, God. Give me a. It's just
yeah,
like.
Nightwing's going to be leading the Titans again.
Yeah.
Or at least.
Yeah, Elsa Charretier. Yeah, she was on the series in the last couple of issues, and then she moved to DC. She moved to Marvel, and she's currently on the Unstoppable Wasp with Jeremy Whitley. Her art's amazing. I'm really happy she still found work though. But it bums me out that she's Starfire's not a thing anymore.
I am kind of disappointed that the Titans book didn't last like I'm blaming you, Brett Booth. I'm blaming you and your freaking artwork.
Oh god, his
But
artwork's terrible. No, damn it, it's still going. I think it's just they're gonna throw it off and to get another
I
artist.
thought they were gonna cancel it. I thought they were gonna cancel Titans.
No, they're just gonna no. I thought that
Yes.
too. I don't think it's canceled.
Yes, yes. I want this to stay afloat. It's the Classic Titans team. Please don't take this away from me. I love this.
Don't take this.
I'm
You better
willing
pray to
put up
Dan
with the
Didio then,
bad
because he hates
artwork.
all of us.
I'm willing to put up with the artwork.
Brett Booth was,
am.
dude. I bought it just. Look, I've been buying that series, and I know Brett Booth was on it. The only peace of mind I had was certain issues was done by Norm Raspund, and that saved it. Because God, just Brett Booth's art is so, oh man.
It's hurting every nerve in your body, right?
Yeah, and the fact that I gave it money, what it's like I had to because it was
Don't you love the expressions like with their widely open mouths? How the guys are very like almost femininely slender for some reason.
Dude, they were, look. Let's put it this way: everyone's shoulder pads was bigger than the entire biceps. I'm like, yo, is everyone swole?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like you might as well call us swole titans.
Even when he tries to draw them as teenagers, they're swole. Oh my gosh, this is
you see, yeah, exactly. I'm like, who the?
It's like, Brett, are you under the impression that teenagers are built like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures or something?
Oh
Wait,
boy.
no, I should be saying that to Rob Liefeld.
No,
But
I think that he thinks that that JoJo fixes apply to everything, but that's JoJo. Rocky can get away with that because that's his art. It's
I
like
wouldn't be surprised if Rob Liefeld was a JoJo fan.
Who wouldn't be? I mean, JoJo is the best, but still, it's not an excuse for better.
But anyway, yeah, Nightwing, great. You're leading the team, and the team consists of Cyborg, Raven, Miss Martian. Okay, that's odd.
Yeah, Cyborg, Raven,
Beast
Miss
Boy.
Martian, Arsenal. Right.
Yep. And that's it so far. Oh, of course, the Fox deal. The Fox deal. Yes, by 2019, summer of 2019, Disney will be.
Disney will own everything.
Disney will own it all. I just the best meme of it all was the Infinity War screenshot of Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, and on one of those Infinity Gem slots is DC, and instead of Thanos' face, it's Mickey's face. I love that one. We will have it all. Yes.
Oh God, yeah.
But
this is I really, really want to see Hugh Jackman as Logan on the big screen one time within a Marvel movie. I'd be so happy, but I don't know.
I mean, eventually, this was going to happen sooner or later. Fox was not going to hold on to the X-Men. Fox was not going to hold on to Deadpool or even, especially not Deadpool.
Yeah, Fantastic Four, no.
Or Fantastic Four forever. This was going to happen. The moment that Spider-Man was being shared with Marvel and Fox, you knew this was going to happen.
Well, yeah, the acquisition also went through earlier last year, so and it scared the living crap out of stock people because oh my God, this huge, and they're gonna it's happening. You get used to it.
And Mickey is looking over at Warner Brothers like, soon I'll have you too.
Soon, no one will be able to quest my power.
Actually, that would be great. Like, sooner or later, DC is gonna get bought out by the big mouse too.
Well, if the way they keep going for their movies, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
they need a non-Wonder Woman movie to be good. And I might be trying to a non-Wonder Woman would be good.
It's like DC way at the bottom, Marvel way up there, Yeah, they could buy this out at any time. They're just waiting for the right time. They're just waiting for whatever copyright to maybe expire or whatever, like once DC is at their lowest, we shall take it from them.
Like I said, I don't see it. I don't see that happening. Not really.
Not in the immediate future.
No, not in the immediate future. DC has to mess up royally for this to happen.
I don't know. Some of the edgy is still creeping in. And speaking of DC, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that it was Superman's 80th birthday.
Yep. Welcome to the retirement age, Grandpa.
Welcome to the and you still look great. And I hate the fact that the red trunks are only temporary. Damn it, Stanley.
Well, I'm not. That part of me doesn't
up
really
for
care about that. It's
nothing.
like, cool, his underwear is back.
I got my hopes up for nothing because then I would drink the salt of how many comic fans who were bitching about. I'm sorry, pardon my language. Who were complaining about Superman's red trunks. I could go on into an entire segment about that, in which I will. You guys,
Go for it.
do you guys know why the red trunks were there in the first place? They were meant to serve the same purpose as to why strongmen of the 30s and 20s wore those, to emphasize a more masculine, more built chest. The color scheme there is to emphasize Superman's bulk, so that way to make him look more powerful. By taking that away, you make him look slender and less powerful. So what was the option? Let's just have Superman's eyes blaze with heat vision. Even though searing red eyes looks more like a villain. Great, DC! And also, if you get ticked off by just the red trunks, that just shows how very insecure you are. It's like, oh, this makes us look goofy. We have a man running around in blue spandex and a cape. We have a Batman. We have a rich guy who dresses up as a bat and parades around with what is essentially a preteen. And Superman has like a son who also with a Kryptonian dog. No, and also sometimes we make friends with dinosaurs. And also we're having Watchmen. I'm very convinced that squid that they fought was the squid from Watchmen. Calling it now. But
Watchmen squid.
We also have super intelligent dogs. We had an issue of that in Super Sense, which I think was a waste of time, but still. If the underwear thing is where you draw the line, I'm surprised that is your priority. But anyway, happy birthday, Superman. And just let him keep the trunks. We know that he kept the outfit when he first came into the New 52. Just let him have it. Just come on. I can already tell by the artist that they shade in his groin just so that way they can emphasize his build, since they don't have the boxers anymore. I went an entire rate about Superman's underwear. What's wrong with me?
Yeah, that's meta. That's too meta for me. This is my thing.
I guess if I could recommend anything, it would be Superman Action Comics 1000. Like, no comic series has ever gotten this far before. And, it's a milestone for Superman. And of course, there are there are various stories, many of which look like they take place in different eras. And also the last story is basically what Brian Michael Bendis has planned for us in the future. And the new origin that's in here, it's like, I'll roll with it. I'll see where this goes. Like, you brought back the red trunks, like, okay, this wins you browning points. Where are we gonna go with this? I mean, all the other stories in here are good. They're really fun. But I'll roll with it for now.
My thing is my thing about the Superman comic trunks on doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care about that. It's like, cool. He looks like it's a onesie, it's an undie. I'm like, don't care. Just make sure the comic doesn't suck. Everything else is okay for me. I mean,
It's just for me as
I
a
think
Superman
it's
fan.
because my
It's just for me as a Superman fan. It highlights how very insecure people can get when it comes to their oh so serious high quality. You're one of those insufferable people who can't stand new gamers when they enter their server, huh?
that sounds about right.
It's like you're Duke Hardcore or something.
Duke hardcore,
Whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, this I'll roll with it. And I guess that's the only thing I can recommend. Also, the Starfire series, because, everybody's been a buzz about Starfire, and again, I really liked her series.
True.
So I guess...
I mean, the one thing I could recommend is I did finish reading Empress with Mark Millar and Stuart Yeoman. That's pretty good. And I could recommend... And I think it's about it. I mean, I did finish reading Astonishing X-Men, but can't really put my foot down on it. Can't really put my foot down on it. I mean, it's a good book, but I wonder how many people will be willing to go along with that plot line this time, especially when that first issue's out. You know what? Yeah, go ahead. Check out Astonishing X-Men. If you don't like the X-Men, decide to go Old Man Logan and friends going to this weird mind warping adventure, and yeah. It's something with you. But yeah, we could recommend.
I wonder, does Action Comics 1000 count, like, I don't know, as 8 stories? Because...
you could call it an annual. It's like 8 separate things at once.
Like, there are multiple stories in here. It's like, No, just as the single issue. Just 1000. Just for Superman. Happy birthday, Superman.
Yeah.
Also, the artwork in this is
the one
really
thing
good.
I liked about the response of Action Comics 1000 is that I saw a lot of comic book creators, artists, and a lot of artists enjoying their rendition of 1000. I think I saw somebody draw Superman his legs down. He was using the bathroom. You see his shorts and his pants fall down. He's using the bathroom.
Happy 1000, Superman. But yeah, all of you are tightwads about how not silly your comics are. No, go away. But anyway, thanks for listening to us, guys. Thanks for everything. Stanley, I hope you're okay. I hope then guys, calm yourselves. It's just a pre-production photo. Everything will be fine.
Allegedly.
I mean, the worst thing that could happen is if they make the Teen Titans series super, super serious, which, oh dear gosh, they're gonna do that.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to us, and we'll be back with more news, I'll take, and comics to recommend. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next one.
Yeah, and let's just hope that there's not another sex cult scandal.
Oh God. All right, I'm calling it Jesse Eisenberg. No, Scott Schneider, because he needs someone to love him to convince him that Batman v Superman is a good movie.
Or it could be Stan Lee. Could be the very reason why he hasn't exploded he hasn't been condescending as much as Dan DiDio. Could be. All right, we'll see you later, guys.
Later.